Welcome to this 15-minute feel good yoga flow. This is the perfect class to wake up and feel your best. When you're ready, we'll get started today in a comfortable seated position. You might like to join me in Sukhasana, easy pose, closing the eyes, relaxing the face, unclenching the jaw, softening the belly, the hips, noticing the connection between your body and the surface beneath you. From this space of awareness, let us commence practice with one nourishing breath. Inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling through the mouth, sighing out. On your inhalation, lengthen the spine, and on your exhalation, mindfully turn your gaze towards the left. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, turn your gaze to the right. Inhale, center, let's go again. As we begin to gently wake up the neck, the upper back, noticing where you feel this stretch. Continuing to soften the shoulders and returning your gaze forwards. Now let's lower one ear towards one shoulder and begin to create some gentle circles with the head and the neck, moving in any way that feels right for you. This can often be a particularly stiff and sensitive region for many of us when we wake up in the morning, so be gentle with yourself. Know that you're not alone if you're feeling sensation, and let's swap the direction of our circles. Perhaps you have more mobility in one direction, and know that that's okay. Using this as an invitation to check in and be curious about what's unfolding on the mat for you today. Slow down the movement, and on your next inhalation, reach your arms skywards, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center, and again. Inhale, reach up, find length. Exhale, hands to heart. On your next inhalation, reach your arms up. Exhale, spinal twist to the left, placing your right palm against your left knee and your left fingertips behind your back. On your next inhalation, return forwards, reach the arms up. Exhale, spinal twist to the right. Inhale, return to center, raise the arms. Exhale, side bend to the left, lowering onto your forearm, opening the chest. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, lateral spinal flexion in the opposite direction. Noticing the beautiful opening for your side body. Inhale to center and place your palms on top of your knees. On your inhalation, open the chest, gaze up. Exhale, curl and round the spine, chin to chest. This is a gentler variation of our typical cat-cow, a nice way to mobilize the spine. Again, the upper back can also be a region of sensitivity, so just moving within your possibilities for this practice. From here, placing your fingertips atop of your shoulders and beginning to circle your elbows in one direction, opening the chest, perhaps noticing some sensation, maybe some sounds between the shoulder blades, and that's perfectly natural. Let's swap the direction of our circles. relaxing the belly, continuing to breathe with ease. Beautiful work, mindfully release, and let's come into a tabletop position on all fours. Sink the hips towards your heels, child's pose, balasana. Resting your forehead on the mat, letting go of any tension that you might be holding onto, letting go of any narratives that might be on repeat within the mind, and gifting yourself this space to nurture your body, to nurture the breath. On your next inhalation, return to tabletop position, and let's find our traditional cat and cow. If you'd like a gentler variation, you're welcome to lower onto your forearms. With every inhalation, opening the chest, arching the back, gazing forwards. Exhale, press into the palms, curl and round the spine, chin to chest, separate the shoulder blades. Doing your best to keep your hips stacked over your knees. Returning to a neutral spinal alignment. On your inhalation, reach your right arm up, gaze up. Exhale, thread the needle. Guide your right arm between your left hand and your left leg, lowering down onto your face, and maybe guiding your left palm behind your back. Softening the chest, the upper body. And again, we want to keep our pelvis aligned with the knees. One nourishing breath here. Mindfully return your left palm to the earth. On your inhalation, reach your right arm skywards, gaze up, open the chest. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, raise your left arm. Exhale, thread the needle. Finding your expression of this stretch. Returning your right palm to the earth. On your next inhalation, reach your left arm skywards, open up. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck your left toes under, glide your left leg back, and begin to shift your weight forwards and backwards, feeling a nice stretch for the back of your left leg. On your next exhalation, float your left leg up to hip height, raise your right arm, bird dog. You could stay here or come into tiger pose via Grasana, bending your left knee and using your right palm to grab a hold of either your foot or your ankle. One breath here. Mindfully release, return to tabletop, and when you're ready, glide your right foot back. Perhaps find a little bit of mobility here. And when you feel ready, on your next exhalation, float your right leg up and reach your left arm out in front, Dandayamana Bamanasana. Engaging your right glutes, and if you like, finding a bind. Feeling a beautiful opening for the heart space and the right hip flexor. Mindfully release. Return to tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Walk your hands out in front slightly, and let's rise up into our downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. It might feel nice to pedal out the legs, move the hips. On your next inhalation, raise your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, guide your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand, lower the back knee down, lizard pose. On your inhalation, reach your right arm skywards. Exhale, right palm to the earth. Tuck the back toes under, raise your leg. Pivot your left heel in, right palm stays grounded, reach your left arm up. Open your chest to the left, extended side angle, Utthita Parsvakonasana. If you'd like to level up, you might like to guide your right arm underneath your right leg, left arm behind your back, interlacing your fingers together. Continue to roll your left shoulder behind you to help you open up the chest, the heart. Mindfully release, palm on the earth. Let's come into Skandasana, our lower side lunge. Palms at heart center. Feeling a beautiful stretch for the inner seams of the thighs. Stay lower and let's transition to Skandasana at the back of the mat. When you're ready, let's come into our extended side angle. Left palm stays grounded. You can stay here, or if you like, come into the arm bind, this time guiding your left arm underneath your left leg, right arm behind your back, interlacing your fingers together. Continuing to lower the hips and press firmly into the outer edge of your right foot so that we are supporting the body here. Gently release. Let's come into our lizard pose, squaring off the hips, maybe lowering the back knee down. On your inhalation, reach your left arm up, open the chest, gaze up. On your exhalation, return your palm to the earth. And let's pivot to the side, coming into our wide-legged forward fold. Toes turned in, heels turned slightly outwards. You might like to grab a hold of the outer edges of your ankles as you guide your head towards the earth, sending your tailbone skywards. Mindfully release. Begin to heel toe your feet to about hip width distance apart, heels in, toes out, and let's lower down into Malasana, our yogi squat. Pressing your triceps into the inner seams of your thighs, broadening the chest, channeling energy upwards, and mindfully lowering down onto your sits bones, soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. You might like to stay upright or come into a forward fold. Maybe that looks like resting on your forearms, or if you'd like, lowering your forehead down onto your hands, maybe onto an accessory. Breathing here and letting go. On your next inhalation, rise up. Keep your right knee bent. Extend your left leg out on a diagonal. Inhale, raise the arms, find length. Exhale, side bend, lower the left hand down. Inhale, rise, roll the shoulders back. Rebend your left leg, and this time straighten your right leg, coming into our revolved head to knee pose. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Parivrita Janu Sirsasana. Inhale, rise up and mindfully come into a comfortable position. Close the eyes. Take a moment to notice the quality of your breathing. On your next inhalation, reach your arms skywards, palms together. Exhale, palms to heart center. Thank you all so much for joining this mindful morning movement. Sending you love and light. Namaste.